Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 5, The Last Reporter. Our topic is all about gender and peace education. Together with my groupmates, Anay, Chris Jane, Siniza, Lovelyn, Andrew, Susmenia, Lapornina, Angelica, Dingal, Charity, Ribato, Hannah May, Jose Ferry, Adnel, Edgar.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Hannah Ribato and I'm going to discuss gender perspective on peace. So, gender perspective on peace means looking at peace and conflict through the lens of gender. How men, women, and people of all gender identities are affected differently by violence, conflict, and peace building efforts. It recognizes that peace isn't just the absence of war. It also involves creating a society where everyone, regardless of gender, has equality, equal rights, opportunities, and treatment in all areas of life. Safety, protection from violence, harassment and discrimination, and opportunity, access to educations, jobs, political participation, and decision making. A gender perspective on peace makes peace efforts fair, inclusive, and long lasting. It ensures that all genders are heard, protected, and given equal chances to rebuild their lives. And that's all for my topic. Thank you.
How does gender influence peace education? Gender influence peace education by shaping how people learn, participate, and engage in building peaceful relationships. A gender-aware approach ensures that both males and females and all gender identities have equal opportunities to learn about peace, respect, and cooperation. So, it also shows that understanding gender help us see peace in a wider way. I believe gender influence peace education by reminding us that people face different struggles. For example, women and LGBTQ plus individuals often deal with discrimination or violence that men might not experience in the same way. So, peace is not just about avoiding conflict but creating safe and fair spaces for all.
Gender also matters because many conflicts are connected to inequality and discrimination. By addressing gender issues like violence, unequal rights, or limited opportunities, we remove some of the causes of conflict. Evidence from around the world and across cultures show that integrating women and gender consideration into peace-building processes helps to promote democracy, good governance, long-term stability, and development. So, gender is an important factor in peace building. It asserts that many conflicts arise from gender inequality and discrimination. By addressing these gender issues, such as violence, unequal rights, and limited opportunities, it is possible to tackle the underlying causes of conflict and foster positive outcomes like democracy, with governance, stability, and development.
Hello everyone, my name is Adnel Edgar and my topic is what is a peace educator's role in addressing gender injustice? Gender injustice is a major barrier to peace. This report covers the vital role of peace educators in fighting it. Our role is to build a more just and peaceful community by doing these three things. So first is connecting concepts to reality. Next one is empowering marginalized voice. And lastly is teaching core values. So first, The peace educator insists that we must define gender injustice based on the lived realities of those who suffer it, not just on textbook theory. So we must understand the actual pain and experiences. So we must teach the learners to see how the injustice works in multiple levels. So not just on direct violence like physical, but also as structural violence like unequal law, equal sa other gender. And next is cultural violence like harmful stereotypes nga makasakit din siya. And so muna na siya nga makatabang sa ato nga makita na to or matarget na to kung saan ang cause dili lang ang cause din ang ugat din sa problema, dili lang din ang symptoms lang or hibali tapaw lang siya nga natabo.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Angelica Lapurnina. I report of Gender, Peace, and Security. Program GPAs is a program that helps promote gender equality during peace building, conflict prevention, and recovery. After conflict, its goal is to make sure women and other marginalized gender are included in decision making, protected from violence, given equal chance to help build peace communities. This program also work on issues like gender-based violence, women's leadership, human rights, and creating safe and inclusive society. Thank you.
So, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Lovelyn Chanesa. So, my topic is about how has the field of gender and peace evolved. So, the gender and peace evolved is before people are blinded, but now they are see the importance of gender and peace. So they already applied the globalization about the gender equality and peace. So they see what is the important or why are they applying, because gender and peace evolved is already exist in our generation. They see the important and value of how the gender equality and the peace that we are facing every day.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Joseph Rayman Lipaduan. My topic is about gender education in conflict zones. So when we say gender education in conflict zones, meaning it is teaching boys and girls about equality, respect, and fairness in places where war or violence is present that makes life unstable. So the goal is to make sure that boys and girls have the same chances to learn, grow, and live safely. So it is important because traditional rules become stricter, so girls may be forced to stay at home, to cook or marry early, or to take care of their siblings, and then boys may be pushed into dangerous work or into fighting. So gender education helps challenge these unfair rules and shows that boys and girls deserve equal opportunities. So these are the challenges. First is limited resources. So schools may be limited or may not have books, classrooms, or even safe buildings. Second is unsafe infrastructure, like bombings or violence can destroy schools. And third is cultural resistance. So some communities believe girls should not study. And then lastly, lack of trained teachers. So few teachers are available and many may not know how to teach about equality. So what does gender education teach? First is equality. So boys and girls should be treated the same. In a refugee camp example, boys and girls are allowed to attend school. So there's equality. Second is protection. Children should be safe from violence, abuses, or exploitation. So girls are taught about their rights so they can avoid early marriage. Third is empowerment. So it is helping children believe in themselves and their rights. So empowerment meaning boys learn that helping at home is not weak, but it is a responsible. Fourth is peace. So teaching respect and cooperation to reduce conflict. So students do group projects where boys and girls work together, learning teamwork instead of division. So gender education in conflict zones is important. It matters because imagine example, a girl in other country who is told she can't go to school because she must help at home. Gender education would encourage her family to let her study, showing that her education can help rebuild the community. And then another example is a boy who is pressured to join an armed group. Gender education could teach him that his future is brighter if he stays in school and learns skills for peace. So gender education in conflict zones is about giving children hope, fairness, and safety even when the world around them is unstable. So that is the purpose of gender education, to give the people or any gender the hope, fairness, and safety even when
Good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the gender issue and in peace education. So one of the main gender issue addressed in peace education is gender-based violence or GBV. Violence against women and marginalized gender such as sexual harassment, domestic abuse, and exploitation is often both a cause and consequences of conflict. Peace education that ignores gender may fail to address these critical issues, learning a large part of social vulnerability.
Good evening, classmate. This is my conclusion about gender and peace education. A gender perspective on a peace emphasizes that true peace requires not only ending violence but also dismantling systematic inequalities and ensuring safety, equity, and agency for all genders. Our peace education challenges harmful norms, promote inclusivity, and equips individuals to address root causes of conflict, such as discrimination and gender-based violence. Integrating gender into peace-building fosters stability by amplifying marginalized voices, particularly women's leadership, and addressing socio-cultural disparities that fuel unrest. Programs like the UN's Gender, Peace, and Security Agenda highlights the necessity of inclusive policies and protections to build resilient, democratic societies. Ultimately, lasting peace demands continuous efforts to transform gendered power dynamics and create equitable opportunities for participation and justice worldwide. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.